is it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
And 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Breida. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Breida on a toss left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 18-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
A toss right side for Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake. Biggs. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
52 for Mike, 52.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Third down.
From the gun, Biggs. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. This is Breida. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. On the move to his left. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Number 31.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 13 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. And they found the opening and exploited it.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, Browns.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Biggs. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
At the 41-yard line.
They run with Breida. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Throwing on 1st down. Biggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 19.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, Mike, 18 ready. To
the air again, Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gay knocks this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Biggs. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
Operating from the gun. Biggs. At the 40. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
That would give to Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 32.
Working with a 2nd and 4. From the gun, Biggs. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that now 3 misses here in this first half.
And the important thing is you just can't get discouraged. You may still have some chances to make amends in the second half, so you've got to get yourself in the right frame of mind to get the job done.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they can get back in it in a hurry.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Biggs. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Browns.
From the gun, Biggs. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Biggs. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw on 3rd down. Biggs escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
The 21-yard line.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Biggs. He's going to look deep for more. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The second down pass. Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
For the point after.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a handoff looking right. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Browns 7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on third and long. Biggs. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 34. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
A 56-yard attempt.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Biggs. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Biggs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's the guy in all the commercials. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On first down, Biggs throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 streak.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First down, here's Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.